Yeah, that went perfect.
Okay. Yeah, if you send me a direct message, then it will appear in the chat area. So it's not really private anymore. So, okay. So back over here. Right.
Okay, so on Sunday, we have the Kiwi CPI quarter-over-quarter all-time frames.
Yep.
And that's it for Sunday. On Monday, we will have monitor the Euro-German Bundesmark monthly report.
Yep.
And then we have a big one, no, sorry, not a big one, one to monitor the Aussie monetary policy meeting minutes. We will have two big ones later on Thursday, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Then on Tuesday, we will have the Swiss trade balance all-time frames.
Yep.
Then I will monitor the pound average earnings index 3 months of the year. I will still monitor the final CPI and core CPI year over year for the euro, but simply monitor.
Okay.
I will monitor the US dollar housing starts. Housing starts, yeah.
Yep.
Then we have the Kiwi GDP price index all-time frames.
Yep.
And I will monitor the Aussie MI leading. No, it is the leading index, so no, let's forget it.
Okay.
So that's it for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will have the pound CPI and core CPI year over year. I will monitor. Then we have the euro current account all-time frames.
Yep.
Then we have the CAD CPI month over month and core CPI month over month all-time frames.
Yep.
Then we will have US dollar crude oil inventories to monitor.
Yep.
Then the Kiwi trade balance and the yen trade balance all-time frames.
Mm-hmm.
I will monitor you have a big one in red with the Yen Bank of Japan outlook report, monetary policy statement, policy rate, and later the press conference.
Yep. Okay.
So, and that's it for Wednesday.
Yep. I'm done.
And so for Thursday, if you can scroll down the calendar. So on Thursday, we will have another big one with the euro, the main refinancing rate, and the monetary policy statement, or high impact. And of course, the press conference a bit later. But in the meantime, we'll have the US dollar Philly Fed manufacturing index under H4. And I will still monitor the unemployment claims.
Yep.
Monitor also the US dollar natural gas storage.
Yep.
Monitor the pound GFK consumer confidence.
Yep.
And I will also monitor the yen national core CPI year over year.
Okay. You're not going to worry about the Kiwi?
The Kiwi RBNZ statement of intent, yeah, this is something we can also monitor.
Okay.
And then on Friday we will have, let's see, not a lot of news. We have the card core retail sales and retail sales month over month under H4.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool. So that's done. So the reason we go through this is anything that's marked, that's not marked, monitor. What we recommend you do is not place any orders 1 hour prior to that news coming out. Get out of it within half an hour of the news coming out, because if there's a surprise with the news, it could cause volatility, which could impact your account. We don't want that to happen. Some of the different currencies have different impacts. So if you're trading, if there's news coming up on the euro, US, or yen, then it could impact any pair that you're in. The smaller currencies, news coming up on those will probably only impact those pairs that contain those currencies. So not too important. Having said that, sometimes if there's major news coming up, it can impact all the other pairs as well. So I do have, and I keep saying this, but I have seen the Kiwi come out with some news which made the pound dollar jump, completely unrelated, but it was that important. So just be careful. The way to trade it is be aware that the news is coming out, and get ready for any surprises, essentially. Most times you'll be okay trading through these ones. The pound Eusebio is at the moment classing as a large currency, one with lots of impact, especially with the shenanigans going on in the British Parliament at the moment. The top 10 pairs. If you have any questions, let me know. But the top 10 pairs are these ones for this week, based on the last 4 weeks. The range has been, I wouldn't say really good, but seems to be dropping off. We'll have to see how it goes. So it sounded like it was spurting, becoming better. Now it's quietening down a bit. But recommend that for the week that you just monitor these top 10 pairs here, and we'll pare it down a bit so you're not burning your eyeballs out trying to juggle 10 pairs all at once on a day. And we also have a slightly less stressful number of pairs to trade. If these ones are jumping around too much like the pound was in Brexit, then we pulled down to something like that many extra pairs. Do you want to go further down, Eusebio, or is this enough?
No, US dollar CAD is perfect, Chris.
Okay. So these are the ones to monitor. If they're unworking out for you, then you can go for the smoother movers. It's really not much chop going for these ones. As you can see, we've rated these by dollar range, not by pip, but by dollars. So these are ones up here make the most money. These ones don't make quite as much, but are still less stressful than perhaps trying to manage these ones, but it will still make you some money. And just don't bother with these ones. It's go for the low-hanging fruit. There's no sense trying to make a lot of money from something that's hardly moving. So I moved these over to here. Okay. What we're going to do now, sorry, getting a bit ahead of myself. I'll just move this out of the road. So what Eusebio is going to do now is, jumping around here a bit, is match up the news with the top 10 pairs and come up with a smaller selection for each day. So when we pick them between 5 p.m. that day to 5 p.m. the next day, or 5 p.m. the previous day to 5 p.m. today, and what we've got on Sunday is the Kiwi.
The Kiwi, so Kiwi, okay.
And nothing on Monday. There's no monitor, nothing apart from monitoring on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we will have the Euro Kiwi, Pound Kiwi. Euro Kiwi, Pound Kiwi.
Okay.
Then the Pound Yen, Swiss Yen.
Hang
on. Sorry, Chris, I have made a small error of... That's strange. Wait a moment. Why is my list of the... What have I done so? Just a moment, Chris, because I have made some error when I have noted the pair you gave me this morning.
I'll drop the list back into this one.
No. This is not a problem, but I have made some error noting Swiss yen, pound Swiss, EU, GA, EA, all the yen, and pound. Okay. Okay, now I can give you it was simply some typo in my notation. So first choice, Euro yen, pound US dollar. Euro yen, pound US dollar.
Okay.
I have made a confusion between the Kiwi and the US dollar.
Sure.
And the yen. So
That's
euro,
easy
yen,
enough,
pound,
right?
US dollar. Yeah. Then pound, yen, Swiss yen. Pound, yen, Swiss yen. Just change the euro into pound. Pound, yen, Swiss yen.
Thank you.
And then pound, Swiss, euro, USD. Pound, Swiss, euro, USD. Yeah.
Okay. So leftovers from Monday is nothing. And on Tuesday, we've got the Swiss.
The Swiss, so Swiss, okay.
And the Kiwi, which
and the Kiwi, but the Kiwi is not appearing in the 10 top pairs list. So first choice, Swiss yen, pound Swiss. Swiss yen, pound Swiss.
Yep.
Then pound yen, euro yen. Pound yen, euro yen.
Yep.
And then pound, US dollar, euro, US dollar. EU, GU.
Okay. So leftovers from Tuesday is the Kiwi.
The Kiwi, but we don't have the Kiwi pairs, so
Okay.
not important.
The Euro.
The euro, so euro, okay.
CAD.
The CAD, okay.
That's it.
Okay, so we will have euro yen, euro US dollar, euro yen, euro US dollar.
Yep.
Then we will have the euro Aussie euro Aussie pound card. Euro Aussie pound card. Euro Aussie pound card, yeah. And then pound yen, pound US dollar. Pound yen, pound US dollar.
Okay. Leftovers from Wednesday. The Kiwi.
The Kiwi, we can ignore the Kiwi this week.
The yen.
The yen, and yen, yeah.
That's it. And the yen's a big one.
And the yen is a big one, so big one. Okay, and that's it?
That's it.
Okay. So pound yen...
Sorry. That was the leftovers. On Thursday, excuse me, forgotten the actual daytime. We've got the yen still, the euro.
Yeah. The euro, again, was also a big one.
Yep.
Euro, okay.
The US dollar.
The US dollar, okay.
That's it.
Okay. So let's see.
Yep.
So we will have euro yen, euro US dollar, euro yen, euro US dollar.
Yep.
Then we will have pound yen, Swiss yen, pound yen, Swiss yen.
Yep.
And then we will have euro Aussie yen, euro Aussie yen.
Okay.
Euro Aussie yen.
Okay. And leftovers from Thursday, we've got nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't pull it down. Let me try this. Still can't. No, I can. Okay, and the CAD.
The CAD, we have only one CAD pair. Yeah. So we will have pound CAD, pound yen, pound CAD, pound yen.
Okay.
Then we will have the euro yen, pound US dollar, euro yen, pound US dollar.
Yep.
And then we will have Swiss yen, pound Swiss. Swiss yen, pound Swiss.
That one? Yeah.
Swiss yen, pound Swiss, yeah.
Okay. Thanks. So I'll save this. So the reason for this is that instead of monitoring all 10 pairs at once, this will limit the numbers that you need to monitor to the best for on a daily basis. And if these ones aren't working out too well for you, then you can drop down to the third line down here. So we're chopped from 10 down to 4 to start with. And if none of those are sort of working out for you, maybe they're too choppy or something, then you can still drop down to the less stressful pairs down here. Okay, just an idea. And yeah, so when we first started trading, the question that kept coming up was, what are the best pairs to trade, and how come I keep getting stopped out by these stop hunting people? And so this will help eliminate some of that, because you'll know when the news is coming up that there's likely to be spikes, and there used to be quite a bit. It's not so much these days, but used to be. And this gives you an idea on which pairs to sort of concentrate on for this particular week. So I hope that helps. And that concludes the NewsWatch. And eventually we'll come over to the weekly bias for the pairs, but we'll do that just for the maxes a bit later on. Okay. So thanks for that, Eusebio.
No problem.
Okay. Nobody's got any questions? Nobody has questions. Let me close that down. And okay, so coming up, we've got a scalping course, not next week, but the week after. It runs for 2 sessions. Eusebio, do you want to talk a bit about it? We've run this a couple of times already. Ralph hasn't been trading much lately because of health problems, but was working with it and was going really well with it. I've been meaning to ask you, Ralph, but can you give us some idea on what sort of returns you were getting on a weekly or a monthly basis?
Yeah. In fact, this scalping course has been defined by one of my very good friends, which is also a max trader. He has taken the course of the max, several of the courses a few years ago. And his style is more oriented with scalping than trend trading. So it's a personal choice. And so combining some elements of the max with some other tools, so he has been able to define a way to scalp the market, but not in the usual way. Usually, when we consider a scalping trading system, so we intend to take a lot of trades per day. And in fact, with the approach he has defined, so it will have between 1 and 3 or 4 trades per day, possibly, sometimes less, sometimes more. It depends on the market conditions, but with a very high winning rate, around 95, 96% winning rate. And of course, from time to time, there may be a loss. The loss is an important loss, but way, way less than the total number of winning trades. So, and I remember that on some period last year and the year before, he had more than, I think his record is more than 125 successive winning trade, and then 1 losing trade, and then again a bunch of winning trade, and then a loss. And so this system has some drawdown, because whenever we have a losing trade, it's an important loss. it may be a few percent, but he has always recovered the drawdown, and his account is always growing and growing and growing. And on average, he makes between 4 and 10% per month. And more generally around 5% per month. So because it is not a very active system, but it requires a lot of attention to pinpoint the good opportunities, and his best advice is to apply that scalping system on the major pairs. So the major pairs being due to a question of volume, and you will understand why in the course the volume is extremely important. So the 7 pairs with the US dollar, and still we can consider the euro pound with the tensions existing between UK and the European Union, which creates still some opportunities in the market.
Okay.
So this is what I can say. So
thanks. And regarding the timing for it, I think the best periods for trading this thing is the European and the American session.
The European and the American session are always the best because we trade with this scalping approach, mainly the majors, and the majors contain always the US dollar. And the euro pound is better during the European session. But sometimes there is a setup during the Asian session, especially for the pairs with the yen, the Aussie, or the Kiwi.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But most of the setups indeed happen during the European and the US session, indeed.
Yeah, the amount of time that you have to sit there watching it for the few